Well, if you were watching within the last hour, during our 5 o'clock hour, you heard our reporter Dominique talking about our lake levels, at least on Stillhouse Hollow Reservoir, and talking about how it's been up and it's actually flooding. Well, it's not the only one. In fact, the majority of our lakes are all at or above capacity, with many in flood pool and starting to have to let out water. One of those being Lake Waco, which is over 7 feet above where it should be. And so they are letting water down the Bosque River. You're seeing this come up a bit down to the Brazos River as well. Lake Buchanan, the only one that's running below conservation pool, but that is because they've had to let out water for the first time since 2019. So crazy to see that happen, and it's one of the side effects of all the rain we have seen. Today, though, no rain on the live radar network, nor is there rain in the hill country, a welcome sight to many of those who have been dealing with the flooding here as of late. Part of the reason is because our high pressure is strengthening a bit more. We're starting to see it broaden out some, and so as that happens, it keeps the showers and thunderstorms at a minimum over us, and this will start to be the trend of a drier time heading into the weekend. The only wrinkle in that forecast may be this little tropical disturbance here south of Louisiana. That could bring some tropical moisture our way this weekend. We'll talk more about that in a second. Let's get you out the door with those temperatures. Upper 70s now, 78 in Waco, 77 in Temple, 78 in Killeen, 77 also in Bryan College Station. Dew points in the mid 70s. So it is humid again, and it's going to stay humid here today. Upper 80s feeling like the upper 90s by noon. By late afternoon, we're looking at a small chance of rain. Temperatures in the low 90s. It'll feel like 100 to 105 during the peak heating of the day. You'll see this here on Future Track. Again, we'll start to break a little bit this up. A couple of isolated showers still possible. Temperatures getting into the low to mid 90s here this afternoon. South winds around 10 to 15. Tomorrow looks even drier. We'll have more sinking air over us from that high, and we may even get a touch hotter, closer to say 95 to 97 degrees. The only exception will be the further southeast you go. There may be a stray shower in the Brazos Valley. And then by Friday, remember that moisture I mentioned? Look how it starts to come on in. That's because that's this system right here, which the National Hurricane Center giving a medium chance of formation in the next 48 hours, either turning into a depression or to Tropical Storm Dexter. It all depends on how strong that high I mentioned is. It is going to back off to the east a little bit, and that may open up the door for this to come in. Now, models were having this high weaker yesterday. That took the majority of this into Louisiana. Now with the high a little stronger, it is possible that moisture heads to southeast Texas instead, and that'll bring us a small rain chance coming up by Friday into Saturday. For now, it's enough for me to give it a 20% chance of rain both Friday and Saturday, but if that gets closer to us, we'll up that rain chance. Beyond that, looks like summer settles in a little more, 97 to 98.